The sad life and tragic ending of Charley Pride. Charley Pride was an iconic American country music singer, guitarist, and professional baseball player, whose career spanned decades and whose contributions to music and culture left a profound legacy. Born on March 18, 1934, in Sledge, Mississippi, Pride rose from humble beginnings in the rural South to become one of country music's most celebrated and trailblazing figures. As one of 11 children born to sharecropper parents, his early life was defined by hard work and perseverance, qualities that would serve him well throughout his career. Despite the challenges of growing up in the segregated South, Pride developed a deep love for country music, listening to artists like Hank Williams, Ernest Tubb, and Roy Acuff, who inspired him to pursue a musical career. His road to success, however, was anything but easy and straightforward. Before becoming a music legend, Pride first pursued his dream of playing professional baseball. In the 1950s, he played in the Negro American League and even tried out for Major League Baseball. While his baseball career didn't reach the heights he had hoped, it introduced him to life on the road and performing in front of crowds, skills that would later prove invaluable when he transitioned to music. His love for baseball remained a constant throughout his life, and he often referred to his time in the league with fondness, calling it a formative chapter in his journey. While his career as an athlete may not have led to superstardom, it was through baseball that he encountered country music on a deeper level, performing for his teammates and at local venues while traveling with his team. Pride's move into the country music scene was groundbreaking, as he became the genre's first major African American star at a time when the industry, and much of the American South, was still deeply segregated. In the 1960s, Nashville was the epicenter of the country music world, but it was also a city where racial barriers were prevalent. Pride defied these odds when he signed with RCA Records in 1965, thanks in part to country music executive Chet Atkins, who saw his talent and potential. His debut single, Snakes Crawl at Night, released in 1966, began to carve out his place in the industry, but it was his 1967 hit Just Between You and Me that catapulted him to fame. The song became a top 10 hit on the country charts, and Pride's warm baritone voice quickly earned him a large and devoted fanbase. His success was unprecedented for an African American artist in country music, and it opened doors for future generations of artists of color in the genre. One of Pride's most significant achievements was his ability to transcend racial boundaries and win over predominantly white audiences during a time when such success was unheard of. In the late 1960s and 1970s, as the civil rights movement was still reshaping American society, Pride was quietly breaking down barriers through his music. His records, which included beloved classics like Kissin' Angel Good Mornin', Is Anybody Goin' to San Antonio, and All I Have to Offer You, Is Me, showcased not only his vocal prowess but also his deep connection to the roots of country music. With each hit, Pride became more than just a singer, he became a cultural trailblazer. By the early 1970s, he had become RCA Records' best-selling performer since Elvis Presley, a testament to his widespread appeal and immense talent. Pride's career was filled with numerous accolades and honors. He won the Country Music Association's CMA prestigious Entertainer of the Year award in 1971, becoming the first African American artist to do so. That same year, he also won the CMA's Male Vocalist of the Year award, solidifying his place among country music's elite. Over the course of his career, Pride accumulated a total of 29 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, an incredible feat that places him among the all-time greats in the genre. His albums sold millions of copies, and his performances filled arenas across the country and internationally, making him a true ambassador of country music. Beyond his professional achievements, Charley Pride was known for his humility, kindness, and quiet strength. Throughout his life, he remained grounded, always acknowledging the struggles he had faced and the people who helped him along the way. In interviews, Pride often spoke about the importance of perseverance and faith in achieving his dreams, and he remained a beloved figure not only for his music but for his character. His story of rising from poverty to becoming a global country music star was one of resilience and determination, making him an inspiration to countless people, both in and outside the music industry. Pride's contributions to music were formally recognized in 2000 when he was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, a fitting tribute to his decades of success and influence. He was also honored with a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017, further solidifying his legacy as one of the most important figures in the history of American music. His impact was not limited to his own career. He paved the way for future generations of black artists in country music, including contemporary stars like Darius Rucker and Mickey Guyton, who have cited Pride as a major influence on their own careers. Charley Pride's love story with his wife, Rosine Corin, began while he was pursuing a different dream, professional baseball. The two met in Memphis, Tennessee, when Pride was playing for a minor league baseball team. Their connection quickly blossomed, and they decided to marry in 1956, a pivotal year for the young couple. At the time, Pride was serving in the U.S. Army and was on leave from basic training during the Christmas holiday. Despite the challenges of military life and the uncertainty of the future, they embarked on a lifelong journey together. Their marriage would endure for over 6 decades, becoming a cornerstone of Pride's life both personally and professionally. Together, Charley and Rosine built a family that would grow to include 3 children, 2 sons, Craig and Dion, and a daughter, Angela. Pride was a devoted family man, and his children would come to play significant roles in his life, though he was often on the road or in the studio due to his demanding music career. Craig, like his father, pursued a path in music, performing under the name Carlton Pride and leading a band. The Pride family expanded further with the addition of 5 grandchildren and, eventually, 2 great-grandchildren. Despite his fame and success, Charley always remained rooted in his family life, choosing to reside in Dallas, Texas, where he and Rosine settled and raised their children. However, like many public figures, Charley Pride's personal life was not without complications. In the late 1970s, Pride became involved in an extramarital affair with a flight attendant based in Dallas. This affair resulted in the birth of a son named Tyler in 1979. For a decade, this aspect of Pride's life remained largely private, but in 1990, the situation came to public attention when the mother of the child filed a lawsuit seeking child support. Pride initially contested the paternity of the child, and the legal battle that ensued drew attention from the media. After 2 years of legal disputes, a DNA test in 1992 conclusively proved that Pride was Tyler's biological father. The court ordered him to provide financial support for Tyler until the boy reached adulthood. Furthermore, the court mandated that Tyler's last name be legally changed to Pride, signifying his place in the family, albeit under contentious circumstances. Pride's life, while marked by personal challenges, was also filled with professional milestones and health struggles. In 1997, he faced a serious health scare when a tumor was discovered on his right vocal cord. For a singer whose voice was his livelihood, this diagnosis was alarming. Pride underwent surgery at the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences to have the tumor removed, a procedure that likely brought anxiety about his future ability to perform. Fortunately, the surgery was successful, and Pride was able to continue his career. His resilience was evident in February 2009, when he returned to the University of Arkansas for a routine checkup. During this visit, he made an impromptu appearance at the Arkansas State Senate, where he delighted lawmakers with an unplanned performance of 5 songs. The performance was made even more special when Governor Mike Beebe, a fan and admirer of Pride's, joined him during the show, turning the event into an unforgettable moment of camaraderie and music. Tragically, Charley Pride's long and storied life came to an end in 2020, as the world was grappling with the COVID-19 pandemic. Pride, like so many others during this period, fell victim to complications related to the virus. On December 12, 2020, he passed away in Dallas, Texas, at the age of 86. His death occurred just months after he had been honored with the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award at the Country Music Association (CMA) Awards in November of the same year, where he gave one of his final public performances. His passing marked the end of a legendary career, but his contributions to music, his groundbreaking role as one of the first black superstars in country music, and his lasting impact on the genre ensured that his legacy would endure long after his death. Pride's life was a mixture of immense achievement, personal trials, and an enduring love for both his family and his craft, leaving behind a rich legacy that would continue to inspire future generations of musicians and fans.